What's up, Rad family? I'm sure most of you are aware that Fallout 4 was released this week. And if you or someone you know is playing it, you've probably heard how amazing and incredibly detailed it is. You can spend hours just perusing the large world of Fallout, and if you do decide to take a detour stroll or just notice the things around you while fighting off ghouls and raiders, you're likely to find some neat Easter eggs along the way. Even though the game just came out, players have already found a bunch of hidden objects, nods to previous installments, and television references. Today, I narrowed the list down to 10 Easter eggs I think are super rad and noteworthy. And if you want the chance to see your comments featured in my next video, stick around to the end to find out how. So let's get to it. Number 1, kicking off the list is an Easter egg that references the protagonist of Fallout 3. On a roadside is an abandoned and decrepit red motorcycle. If you approach the bike and look closely, on the body of the bike, under the handlebar, in rusted letters, you'll see the words Lone Wanderer. Number 2, the post-apocalyptic wasteland that is now Earth is not just an eerie backdrop. The game developers made it interactive by including intricate details. One such location is the unmarked bar in downtown Boston. Blending in with the rest of the deteriorated buildings, the entrance doesn't really stand out, but once inside, it's obvious someone at Bethesda was a Cheers fan. The entire bar is a replica of the setting of the iconic television series based in Boston. Only difference is the joint isn't as lively, seeing as the characters are now skeletons, which you can also find inside. Number 3, if you found that last Easter egg a bit of a downer, this next one is sure to cheer you up. When you are talking with Miss Edna, a robot you'll meet in a Diamond City school, she brings up the subject of love, and you are given the opportunity to tell her that love conquers all. If you do, you'll later stumble upon a romantic scene of Mr. Zwicky, the teacher, professing his love for her and the two marrying each other in a quick and intimate ceremony. Number 4, this next Easter egg is about gameception. By that, I mean there are mini games within the game. Interactive Easter eggs are a favorite for many players, and since this one includes a throwback to classic arcade games like Donkey Kong, this one is sure to be the winner of all Fallout 4 Easter eggs. In a select few skill magazines, you can find special holotapes that contain Fallout's non-copyrighted versions of famous titles that can be played on your Pip-Boy. The mini-games are a fun breather from the constant worrying about dog meat's fate. Number 5, here's another Easter egg referencing a scene from Fallout 3. In the beginning of the 3rd installment, you are celebrating your 10th birthday and are gifted a sweet roll by the equally sweet old lady Palmer. As most of the choices resulted in the same outcome, many players remember the roll was taken away from you by Butch before you got the chance to enjoy the sugary treat. But on a wooden table next to a lamp in Fallout 4, the birthday roll makes another appearance, but this time there is no annoying kid there to snatch it away from you. Number 6, as I mentioned, I am blown away by the level of detail that's in this game, and I enjoy looking around and exploring the desolated territory. One such interesting exploration can be had near Concord at Walden Pond. This is the historical site and home to Henry David Thoreau. While examining his tiny cabin, you'll find an audio tour box outside by the entrance. The soothing and slow voice of the narrator will tell you a little bit about the famed philosopher. Number 7, once again, this Easter egg is referencing an event of Fallout 3. On the way to Diamond City, you'll encounter the town of Covenant, but before entering, you'll have to answer to a guy named Swanson. He'll ask a series of questions that might induce the feeling of deja vu for some players, because the questions he asks are from the Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test, or GOAT, which is the same test players took during the beginning of Fallout 3. Number 8, Easter egg number 8 can go unnoticed if you're not a fan of FX's famed series Sons of Anarchy. On a terminal, the screen displays a description of a man named Opie Hurst. Opie is the name of a staple character in the series and is played by Ryan Hurst. If that wasn't an obvious enough reference, the man's description of a beard, tattoos, leather vest, and wool knit cap is a dead ringer for the Sam Crow member. Number 9. This next Easter egg makes many appearances throughout Fallout 4, but it's likely one you've seen before if you played Fallout 3. Cute children's teddy bears can be spotted in a variety of different poses scattered around the world of Fallout 3 and 4. Some of the most noteworthy spottings are on a bus wearing what appears to be a driver's hat, in a wooden box next to toy blocks that spell out Gary, and my personal favorite, sitting on the grimiest of toilets reading a deteriorated newspaper. Number 10. To wrap up the list, I thought I'd include the very first Easter egg me and Shaddy Games found while playing. Once you enter the Corvega Assembly Point building and kill the raiders waiting inside, you'll have some time to take a gander around the office to search for supplies. And that's where you'll notice a toy monkey holding a pair of cymbals in the corner, giving off some major creepy murder vibes. Players have noted it bears a striking resemblance to the toy monkey that makes an even more terrifying appearance in Toy Story 3. And there you have 10 Fallout 4 Easter eggs that I think are super rad, and hopefully you did too. I'm going to wrap up this video because I'm sure a lot of you want to get back to playing. But before I go, I want to ask you a question. What video games do you think lived up to the hype this year? Which do you think were the absolute best and why? Leave me your answers down below. I'll be using your responses to make next week's lists, and I'll feature some of your comments in it. I can't wait to read which games you think lived up to the hype. Until next time, bye!